This is the reason why I always say count me out. This right here is the 360 swinging ride, which is located at Green Mountain Amusement Park in Saudi Arabia. Now, this is normally a typical ride at the park, something that you should be able to get on with ease. But as of yesterday, this ride snapped in half and injured over 23 people. Count me out. Count me out. Now, authorities are still trying to figure out why did the ride just break in half, injuring 23 people as the ride just went plummeting to the ground. Now, it don't matter if the ride is in the country or out the country, rides have a 1% chance of failing. And as of yesterday, this motherfucker failed. I'm just glad that there was no fatalities, but there was a lot of people injured from this situation. Count me out. Now, this motherfucker right here is called the Titan. I want you to get ready for this 255-foot drop. Ooh, wait! Count me out. Now, this hypercoaster is located at Six Flags over Texas. This ride opened up in April of 2001, and this motherfucker reaches up to the speeds of 85 miles per hour. Ooh, wait! Now, sadly, this mother lover don't have no inversions, but it got a lot of swirls and twirls and getting dizzy and shit. And this is one of the longer rides at the park as it lasts almost up to 3.5 minutes. Now, some people will say this ride is similar to the Goliath. Since I ain't been on neither one of these motherfuckers, I couldn't even tell you. But if you got a need for speed and you want the wind to blow through your hair, then this is the ride for you. Have you ever experienced the Titan before? And if so, how did you feel about this motherfucker? Oh, wait! Count me out. I see somebody that lost their rabbit ass mind. Now, would you climb a staircase that's hanging off the side of a cliff? I want y'all to meet China's Sky Ladder, or in other words, the world's most dangerous staircase, with over 4,000 steps. With these staircases being on a 90-degree angle, watch out. Now, the height of this is over 4,700 feet above sea level. In other words, one false move, it's a hell of a drop. Now, they say it takes approximately 3 hours to make it up this tall ladder. It's all about your endurance and your willingness to make it to the top. Some even say when the wind blows, the ladder sways like no other. Now, for those that are afraid of heights, they have rest points. But keep in mind, you are still in the sky. And some even say looking down is not recommended because you might get a little woozy. Now, me personally, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not willing to meet my maker yet. But hey, would you be willing to climb up these stairs? So what in the final destination do we have here? Cedar Point Amusement Park is almost finished with they fuck around and find out. This ride right here, you possibly couldn't catch me on this motherfucker. And if you one of them motherfuckers walking past and not paying attention and decide to get on it, beware. I hope you ain't one of them motherfuckers that scarf down all that amusement park food because you gonna be in for a treat. The fact that this motherfucker hangs down in that position for a long period of time is just ludicrous. If you ride this motherfucker, you better sit in the back so don't nothing hit you in your head. Have fun now. The fact that they decided to release this ride the same year as Final Destination is absurd. Makes you think of all the wrong things that can happen if you get on this motherfucker. What if that handbar come up? What if it gets stuck in this position and can't move? What if you're sitting in the front and everybody behind you gets sick and start to earl? All I'm gonna say is count me out. Let me know if you've been on this motherfucker or if you plan to ride it. Number 47 keeps getting booed every time he goes to a football game. But once he got back to the White House, he decided to say this.
We have to have it. They have to have this done. They can protect it. Denmark, they're wonderful people. And I know the leaders are very good people, but they don't even go there. And, you know, because the boat went there 500 years ago and then left, that doesn't give you title to property. So we'll be talking about it with the various.
So did they say the same thing to Christopher Columbus? Nah, I don't think so. Greenland has had no issues for 500 some odd years. And now all of a sudden he wants to control it? He wants to make Greenland a part of the United States for national security? He claims if he doesn't take it, the others will? The NATO alliance is about to be out the door. Before you know it, it's gonna be everybody against the United States. Like, why won't he just leave these people alone?
When the federal government rips people out of their car, out of their home, out of their church.
I truly wish some of y'all would have listened to her.
When families are separated and a mother of 3 is shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, people are sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Now, she not lying. People are sick and tired. Look what's going on in Minneapolis right now. More ICE agents have been sent there to do what? Cause more chaos and confusion? Like, at what point do people start to wake up?
When the president is rigging congressional maps to cheat, when he called a court and crafted a court to gut the Voting Rights Act.
And now this motherfucker don't want midterms. He trying to get them to cancel that shit. As I said before, something is brewing in America. And something gonna happen sooner rather than later. And if you can't see it, then your eyes must be closed.
Won't no ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me.
This man right here means business.
Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out.
Have you guys got to this point yet? Are you fed up with what's going on? This happens when history starts going in the wrong direction. They literally found people that wasn't good enough to be in the military and wasn't smart enough to be a cop. I call them number 47's hoodlums.
I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns.
I promise you this man ain't lying. If they encountered some shit like that, they will definitely haul ass. But a war is definitely brewing. And I'm not talking about the shit that's overseas. There's a war brewing here in the United States. And at the pace that the Trump administration is going, it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. I promise you on everything I love, I didn't see this shit coming.
Here on your screen, the moments an officer's ambush in downtown Greenville. It's the officer's patrol car, the headlights facing us, and the sparks flying there as the suspect's vehicle pulls up and then drives away. Investigators have not yet said exactly what was fired at.
What type of bullshit is this? First off, what in the hell was that they was using? 'Cause all I thought when I seen that shit was fireworks. Clearly that officer in that car did something to that person or their family.
Take a look at that patrol car. You can see those holes there, the charred remains on that side of that vehicle, the camera there, the side mirror, just melting away.
Now, they haven't released any information to who the officer was that was in that vehicle. But they do state that the officer is still in the hospital recovering from their injuries. As of right now, there has been no information released on who this suspect is and why did he do that to that officer. It's literally turning into a battlefield out here. I understand now why people getting their passports, getting ready to get the hell out of Dodge. Whoever the ICE agents that left them cars behind, y'all ass getting fired. So there's been another ICE shooting in Minnesota, just a week after Renee Good was unalived. Protesters took it upon themselves to vandalize their cars and to go through it. And what did they find?
It has a list with FBI operation info. It's got full names of FBI agents, phone numbers, emails. There's maps on where they're staying, where they're holding immigrants. There's hotel names in there. There's judge names. This paperwork has people's full names and their
As I said at the beginning of this video, somebody getting fired. It's a list of all those people, judges included. What are they gonna do with this information? Are they gonna burn it up or is somebody gonna use it? This right here is a sticky situation. This shit can go either way. It's time for Trump's goons to go on back home. Because this right here is considered a security breach. FIFA says you motherfuckers are lying. As I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen videos circulating the internet claiming that people are canceling their tickets. Well, FIFA is calling you motherfuckers out. Officials are saying no, FIFA is not seeing a mass cancellation for the World Cup. FIFA said that these claims are not only inaccurate reports with no substance, but doubled down saying that ticket application statistics set to be released Wednesday will further prove the opposite. They're claiming that 500 million ticket requests were submitted in a 33-day window. Now, either people are canceling their FIFA tickets because of what's going on here in America and they don't want no parts in that, which I totally understand. And FIFA putting out this statement to stop people from canceling more tickets because they don't want to lose out on any money. Or the internet has just sparked up a bunch of rumors that's circulating and a lot of people are seeing this and believing it. Either way, I wouldn't blame a person again for not wanting to come to the United States with all this bullshit that's going on. Who's telling the truth? The people making the videos or FIFA? Did Iran just threaten Donald Trump?
We are following some breaking news out of Iran after Iran threatens President Trump. Take a look at this social media post right now, sharing more details of this threat. This is from the New York Post saying Iran issues sickening assassination threat against Trump. Quote, this time it will not miss the target. And they also shared a photo of one of the assassination attempts against President Trump. All of this coming as protests continue to escalate.
Wait, so they claim that they tried this once before? When did this take place? I'm sure right now people are jumping for joy because a lot of people don't want him to be in office no more. But damn, they literally threatened this man and now it's national TV news? Are they actually going to carry this out? Or is this just a lot of talk? I wonder if Donald Trump got wind of this and how he feel about the situation. Is Secret Service detail gonna amp up? Because if these motherfuckers making threats, they gonna try to carry the shit out. All I'm gonna say is, why would a motherfucker wanna do some shit like this? Hell no. Count me out. I couldn't do it. Now, if you didn't know what that was the Tatsu, which is located at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. It is one of the tallest, fastest, and longest flying coasters in the world. Now, this motherfucker right here can reach up to 62 miles an hour with some crazy inversions and loops for your ass. It also features the world's tallest pretzel roll and the only zero gravity rolling version on a flying coaster. Now, I don't know why anybody would want to get on this motherfucker right here, but for me, you can count me out. Oh, Lord Jesus. Please ride this motherfucker on an empty stomach. Because I'm trying to tell you now the things that you experience, oh my God. Have you ever had the experience to ride this motherfucker? But for me, you can count me out. So this motherfucking ride right here is the El Toro, which is located at Six Flags Great Adventure. Now the reason they call this motherfucker El Toro is because it's Spanish for bull. This right here is one of your throwback roller coasters because it's made of wood. But with this 176-foot drop, you can count me out. Now you better hold on to your motherfucking wigs, ladies, because this about to be a rough one. And fellas, you better protect them jewels because you might meet the nutcracker. Now with this motherfucker reaching up to 70 miles per hour, ooh-wee. Make sure you keep your mouth closed at all times because you don't want something to fly up in that motherfucker. This motherfucking ride opened in June of 2006 and it replaced the Viper. And with this big ass wooden structure, you in for 2 minutes of fun. But if you think you're gonna convince me to get on this motherfucker, you can count me out. Let me know if this is one of your all-time favorites or if people just gassing it up. But for me, count me out. Let me introduce you motherfuckers to the Phoenix, which is a wooden roller coaster located at Noble's Amusement Resort in Pennsylvania. Now this motherfucker right here was formerly known as the Rocket. Now, it's only a 72-foot drop, so it's really nothing to be worried about. But this motherfucker right here has no seatbelt, so the only thing that you have holding you down is the harness. Now, this motherfucker right here is one of the slowest roller coasters in the park, as it only reaches up to 45 miles per hour. But this is also one of the roughest motherfuckers in the park because it's made of wood. Now, I wouldn't worry too much about whiplash, but I would worry about my lower back. But after seeing and experiencing this motherfucker, you can count me in. I know a lot of you motherfuckers thought I was gonna say count me out. This ride right here is made for the babies. So if you're a first time riding roller coaster individual, then this ride is for you. Don't worry about the up and down motions because it ain't moving that fast. Have you ever been on this motherfucker? When you from Chicago, nothing surprises you. Big events being hosted downtown always bring out a bunch of young motherfuckers. And these young motherfuckers not worried about who's downtown or what's going on. But it amazes me that this motherfucker always got something to say. Especially thinking a National Guard presence would have made any difference. The city of Chicago literally has police walking downtown. And not even 30 seconds after these incidents occur, the police is on the scene. I don't understand how a motherfucker would think the National Guard would do any better. These young motherfuckers from different areas of the city don't give a fuck about the police nor the National Guard. But for this motherfucker to say they're chanting bring in Trump, that's a motherfucking lie. Don't believe all the social media hype or these fake ass accounts tweeting out talking about we need you. Chicago residents made it very clear, we don't want you here. Chicago has always been a city of violence, even from the Al Capone days. Major cities are gonna have major problems. And if you're asking why, because that's more people to try to control.